What is up, YouTube? Today we're back with another Guild War video, and it's the last one of the season, so congratulations to everybody. I hope you guys meet your goals, whether it be in top 3, top 30, top 10, top 100, top 250. But regardless, congratulations, you guys made it to the end of the season, and I guess with the end of the season, I gotta say, Talentless is recruiting, so if you are looking to go for a more competitive environment, and I gotta tell you, it's a really good time. My videos may not say that because you see me all stressed out, but that's just the upper TL1, and I have my own standards. But yeah, TL is a really great place to be, and I really, I fully endorse them. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. But yeah, anyway, enough of the recruitment. By the way, they didn't pay me, but if you want to pay me, Red or whoever, my PayPal. Anyway, we are fighting against Firefly, rank number 4. Unfortunately, we didn't get to match up against Sanctuary. That would have made things very spicy. Sanctuary would have had really tough war because they're rank 3 and rank 4. But it's all good. We're going to try to be clean as possible. It's pretty late. It's already like 10 p.m. So definitely a lot later than usual. But the job must be done. So let us go right ahead. Alright, so for the first comp, this is going to be a scout. And we're going to be hitting Revun. And I'm going to be going with Lethe, Hangai, and Destina on the first team because there's Karina, Yufine, and Senya. Now, Hangai obviously is going to be a great choice because he provides immunity for the entire team, kind of just bypasses the Senya overall, and you don't have to worry about it, right? Now, Destina is going to be on Release Imprint, so I get more HP for the Lethe. And Guardian Ice Crystals, of course, for extra survivability for any unit, and then CR Push EE as well, okay? I am running about almost 300 ER, so it's just 300 ER just to avoid Senya provoking us, and also the like on the first turn, that is, right? But not like it really matters. Like, how do you? I don't know. And then Lethe is just gonna be here, 29k. Prayer of Solitude. The idea here basically is Hangai nullifies the Senya provokes, and then no death breaks. Lethe's gonna S1 and lock down this Yufine. Now, what if Vic, there's a chance where maybe it's a 28k Yufine on POV and Lethe can't kill, right? Then we're going to have to change the plan, right? We're most likely going to have to kill the Karina first and probably go from there, right? But it should be fine, but I am expecting Revun to cook up pretty strong defense, so hopefully we don't run into any degeneracy. Anyway, for the bottom team, it's ML Shu, Ilanav, and Mort, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult because it's a very tanky team. They could be very fast as well. So I'm going to be going with not my top speed, but it's a 295 aim at. I think it's relatively reasonable. I want to save gold if I can. And then I'm going to be running Briar here on Release Imprint for the Stene and on Portrait of the Saviors, 100 crit, nothing too special here. And then my Stene is going to be on Destro Pen on Book, just basically pack as much damage as possible, right? So the idea here is we're going to S2 for Skill Null, S3 push the Briar, Soulburn S3, unbuffable. Now Death Break has an 85% chance to land, so it might not land, right? So that might put us into a bit of trouble. But as long as they can't get unbuffable on Shu, they can't get the buffs up for the rest of the team, I think it relatively should be fine, and we should, if we get 0 for 3 on Death Breaks, I don't know, I'll let all of you guys just nut on me or whatever, okay? And then Sandy just cleans everything up and it should be fine, okay? So let's hope we don't get super bad RNG, and let's go right ahead. Alright, so let's take the CR bar here. So it is a fast Senya, as you can see. That, maybe not fast, maybe around 220. So, oh wait, I misclicked. I was supposed to, I misclicked. I'm not even joking, I misclicked. Oh! Oh, it doesn't even matter, just resist. Oh, okay. Well, that misclick I thought was going to cost me the game, but I guess not. So push the Lethe down. Karina's going to S3 into Hangai, which is a little bit scary, but I don't think I'm going to be able to die from this Yufine here this early on. Right, even if he S1s, my Warhorn procs. I'm gonna Soulburn S3. Now I could get provoked by the Senya because I didn't press S3 on my what's her face, on my Hangai, but since I have a ER Lethe, I guess it's kind of okay. And I'm just gonna press S1 on the Yufine here and try to kill. Man, what a misplay! What a misplay! Oh my jeez. Alright, well we killed that. Proc Rocket Punch. Doesn't matter because she doesn't have S3 anymore. And she's not sticking any death breaks. And here is where I'm going to press S3. Don't do what I did. That was terrible, okay? But anyways, the next target we're going to shift over to the Karina. Because that's going to be our next target. She already has 1 Omen stack, so that's great. We're going to press S3 with the Destina here. And Lethe, basically, we just need to take 2 turns to just S1 into the Karina, and then she'll basically be dead. And she's about 19k HP, and this is 23.5k Senya, so I'm not really sure what this build is. But maybe it's just standard build, I don't know. So now we just use Lethe to kill. We can actually save our S2. We're gonna S1 with Lethe here. This is gonna kill her off. And it's gonna give, yeah, 32.6k Lethe is a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Alright, that's gonna kill off the Karina. Dead. And now we're just gonna start moving in on the Senya. She's gonna proc her S2 barrier. Which is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. We're actually gonna be able to S3 here with the Lethe. To get our Omen stacks going. Not that it matters, really. But we actually land Frost. I wonder if I kill on a miss. No, no way. Yeah, I don't think this kills on a miss. I'll be shocked. Yeah, not quite. Alright. All good. Senya's gonna press S3 and then our hand guy's gonna cleanse and it's all good. Press S3. And this is gonna cut CR here. I'm going to S2 the Lethe just to get another S1 off here to reset the Omen stacks. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna. Is he lifesteal? Okay, he's not lifesteal. Okay, we need to include that in the report. Make sure anytime you're hitting a Senya, if you are gonna be scouting, make sure you give the info in case it is AER or lifesteal or whatever, right? Really important for the next person attacking. Anyway, a lot longer than I anticipated, but whatever. First round done. Second round, it's take the CR bar. It's so this should be about 15% slow in 295. Okay, so maybe around like 260-ish, 250, 260, depending on speed RNG. And I'm gonna push the Briar here. And remember, right? Because there's 2 units here that have exclusive equipments. You can check, right? You can check right here that there's these little dots, right? There's the EE. And then Ilanav as well. Do you see the little dots? You can see here 50% CREE. And then more as well, right? So really important that you keep track of that. Anyway, Soul Burn S3. We have attack buff, crit damage buff. This, I hope this does a lot of damage. Proof of Valor on one of the units here. Elbrus on the Ilanav. Okay. Don't really care about that.
Don't come near me.
And because he is 50% CREE. If I S3 on the Ilanav... Let me think. If I S3 the Mort, Ilanav goes S3, gets 50 CR push. Shu's going to target the Briar because that's the... Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, we just kill Mort, right?
Kiss my feet.
We just kill Mort just so that he can't, they can't double AoE. We might even CR push them back so Briar can take a turn to 2-tap, right? And then we just 2-tap. We just S1 with the Briar here. And then because she doesn't have the bzz, passive, we just S1 and he just basically dies like a dog, right? Yeah. So it's POV Shu. So make sure we write that down. And very clean. Nice and clean. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, moving into our next attack today. Alright, so for a second attack, it is scouted. So I will populate the information on screen now. And the Ran here is on Alabastron. Delius is no artifact. It might be Holy Sack. And Senya is going to be on Rainbow Scale. Now, if you don't know what Rainbow Scale is, I'll put it on screen. It increases effectiveness. So we know that this is basically just like an effectiveness Ran trap with a Lily's high damage E, right? On the bottom, it's going to be Gilius and Windrider. It's Holy Sack Fiend, and the Karina is Rocket Punch. Now, I'm going to be running it for the first team. It's just A-Lots, so they're pretty slow. So I just have my spare gear, 257 A-Lots. I'm going to push my Luna that's on Expedition. Now, make sure, if you use Luna on Expedition, always double check your EE. Always. Okay, you see, I would have lost. Alright, so make sure we have the right EE. Okay, we have Portrait, Destro Pen. I'll populate her damage calculation on screen now. And the idea basically is we are going to S3 onto the Lilius. If it is Holy Sack, we're going to just S1, like Soulburn S1, and then we're going to have Inferno be on a high attack build on Tachi, immunity EE, and I'll populate his damage on on screen now. This is going to kill the Senya, right? So the idea is Luna's going to kill the Lilius, and then S1, if it's not Holy Sack, because it's not confirmed, right? If it's not Holy Sack, great. If it is Holy Sack, then I'm going to have to S1 insert her to kill her. And then one of these guys moves, my Inferno's going to cut in front of them, and then one-shot the Senya, and then it's pretty much GG from there, right? Bottom, I'm going to be going with Amid. It's going to be on Fan of Light and Dark, 295 speed, as you guys saw in the previous attack. It's going to be same Briar that you guys saw, Portrait, because we don't need hit chance, because there is a Thief, so it could be on a dodge artifact, like Shepherd or whatever, Moonlight Dreamblade, but Briar already has increased hit chance, so we don't need to worry about that. We're just going to go for raw damage. And then the Astene is going to be on immunity. Now, because we need immunity, absolutely mandatory. Because if we S3 with Briar, we Soulburn S3, and the Astene gets attacked down by the Euphine, GG, it's over, right? So we got to make sure we're super clean in that regard. And yeah, should be fine. So let's go right ahead. All right, so we're going to push Luna. We don't care about the Lilius provoke, so we're just going to press S3 here. And I wonder if it is on Holy Sack or not. It is Holy Sack. Okay, so because it is Holy Sack, I have to kill it first. Okay. Now, Senya's going to provoke lock us. Now, it's 15.9k HP, and we don't know how much attack she is. But based on how this defense is set up, it should be a pretty high attack Senya. So because that is the case, I'm actually going to S1 first, right? I need to S1 so that I can trigger the barrier and just get some chip damage in, because if I S3, I'm not going to land a crit, right? So she's gonna get a barrier, and she has Gab, so the barrier is going to scale with her attack buff. And we need a Soulburn S1 here first, because we still have immunity, so Tachi is still going to give us attack buff on their next hit. So we're just going to go for an S1 on the Senya. You could gamble S1 onto the Ran instead. But I don't like those odds. I don't like those odds. I don't like the odds of soul burning S1 Ran here. I really don't think that's a good idea. Okay, fuck it. You know what? Alright, I made up my mind. I'm gonna soul burn S1 Ran once. That's gonna kill. And then I'm just gonna S3 onto the Senya. And this is gonna strip the counter. This is gonna strip the Gab. So the barrier actually is gonna do less. It's gonna do less, right? So the barrier procs, it dies, Ran dies. Perfect. Okay. Oof, it's a bit concerned there for a second. Alright, and now we go. We're gonna push. Amid pushes down. Now Euphine cuts our CR a bit, so you can see that the Milius is actually gonna take a turn here. But it's fine, because they're gonna be unbuffable, so it doesn't matter. We're going to Soulburn S3 here with the Briar. Get all the debuffs on. Hopefully we land death breaks. If we don't land, if we go 0 for 3 on death breaks, we might lose. Like, I'm not even trolling. We might actually lose. Okay, 2 out of 3. Not bad. So this doesn't trigger Karina, right? Because they're not low enough. Now, Karina not being death broken arguably is a little bit of an issue, but not really that big.
Is that all you've got?
Because I'm just gonna kill the Euphine. Obviously, the reason you kill Euphine is because if you don't kill Euphine, you lose immunity on your Stane. You get attacked down, and then things can get a little bit awkward, especially with the Karina not being death broken in its position. But we really don't care at this point, right? Like, it's pretty much over. So we just finish off this, right? Briar may potentially die, which is, you know, I guess a worthy sacrifice. But hopefully this can push her down enough to catch up. This is gonna S1. We actually land another hit, which is beautiful. I'm going to S1. This pushes the Briar down, and hope this kills the poison proc. Beautiful. All right, so we saved the Briar in case we need it for the third attack, and that was just perfect. All right, on to the third one for today then. All right, so for our third and final attack, we will be hitting nukes, and it is scouted, so I'll put the information on screen now. And you can see that the Sharklet symbol, Chozet is no artifact, Yufin has no information, and Ran is going to be high effectiveness, Shu has no artifact, and Emilken has no artifact. So, or we just don't know what it is. So I kind of cooked it up here, right? This team has a fast Chozet, which pushes the Yufin into an S1 into a SBC. Nice cook, Nukes. That's a pretty nice cook. I respect that. I'm going to be running Ocean Breeze Luluka here, and I do get my CR cut here, but doesn't matter. Main point is I have enough ER to resist death breaks. I can put defense buff up for my Lermia, and then my LRK is just on Aureus, nothing too special here, and running Ras. Okay, and then Lionheart Sermia is going to be on Golden Rose. All right. I don't think you guys have ever seen my Destro LHC before, but this is my Destro LHC. And she hits like a truck, trust me. But the idea basically is Chozet pushes Lulucar, they S dual attack, Lermia lives, we get barrier, just run them down like a dirty dog, right? On the bottom, Ran moves first, so I have a very special offense cooked up here. So I have Arrowwell here on Release Imprint with Bastion and Prelucia, and then I'm gonna have Strays in the backline getting a barrier, right? And I have Tachi. So my idea is actually not that great because I actually won't get Tachi because I'll get Death Broken. Well, we will be right back. Alright, we're back. Again, so Arrowwell is going to be on Bastion of Prelucia just to give my standing survivability. I'm going to have my standing in the back with Book and just single target Destro Pen. And then my Celine's going to be on Secret Art Storm Sword, and I have highest attack EE, and I will put her damage calculation on screen now. And basically how this team is going to work is Rand's going to move, Shu's going to move, Shu's going to go into the Airwell, and because it's an effectiveness Rand, we're not going to get one shot, and then when he S2s, my Celine's going to kill the Emilken through Vigor, and once it kills the Emilken, he's going to S3, Shu S3s, I'm going to dump my Celine S3 into the Shu, and then a Soulburn S1, S3 with the Sene, and then just 1v3 into the Ran, and then it'll be free. And yeah, so I guess now we'll go into the fight. Alright, so it's actually Bastion of Prelucia. Speaking of, everybody was concerned about me for not having an intro. Honestly, my left arm is looking kind of small, but whatever. Ha! Gay! And yeah, so I wasn't really paying attention to the fight, but yeah, nothing died. So let's just press S3. Let's land the silence and strips, and send him home. Yeah? Who's down for that? Me. All right, we S3. We stripped. We're gonna press S3 with the LRK here. So even if the Yufin counters, which I don't think it is because it's so fast. I don't think it matters. Oh, it is counter set. Okay. Whatever. Lionheart's gonna go to the moon and 07. Alright, I'm gonna give it to you guys because you guys were missing out on this shit. Alright, there you go. Alright, first team is down. Alright. Hopefully this makes up for last video. Okay. So the Shu actually moved first. The Ran moves. S2. Celine's gonna one-tap the Emilken. Yep, Emilken's dead. He's gonna S3. And we're good. We dump S3 onto the Shu. It is Draco Plate, right, that we saw, so this might actually one-shot him, honestly. Yep, one-shot him. Just gonna S1 and just regular S1 Soul Burn onto the Ran, and he's dead. Beautiful, nice and clean. All right, those 3 attacks are done. So let us move over ahead. All right, so that's gonna do it for today's Guild War video. Once again, congratulations to everybody for the end of the season. We made it. I'll be shooting out a lot of RTA videos from now on, and since the season's ending, and I might not even do Guild War videos since preseason is pretty boring, unless there's actually something worth posting. So yeah, hopefully you guys won't miss these too much, but let me know in the comments if you guys want me to continue these even during preseason. Maybe I'll just do stupid comps. But yeah, I guess we'll just do a quick flex for the boys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's alright. I tweaked my back yesterday doing deadlifts. That kind of sucks. So gotta see physio. But anyway, that's besides the point. I hope everybody has a good weekend, and thanks for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So take care. Bye.